So last night I went out, decided to have a couple beers, um, and I ran into this dude. I always go to the same bar because it's walking distance, and I don't have to drive and worry about DUIs and bullshit like that, right? I just want to go out and have a couple beers, get out of the house, right? I'm kind of cooped up here for the last couple days, you know. You just need to get out, and I'm out there on the patio at the bar smoking a cigarette. There's a black dude out there, and he looked at me, and I was wearing this exact shirt, this tank top, so you can see all of my tattoos, right? And he was basically just like, "You're some kind of Satanist?" And that's kind of a tricky question because, well, obviously, I am, but when someone just approaches you, if that's the first thing they say to you, it's kind of like you got to kind of question, like, okay, is he asking me because he's interested or he knows, or is he like, a warrior of Christ and, got to get into some shit? And the guy was pretty big, and I wasn't in the mood to fight, which, by the way, that's why I'm wearing sunglasses, because I have a black eye. Not from him, though. That was from just, horsing around with a fellow friend. I got punched in the face. Shit happens, right? So, I was like, why do you think that? And he's like, you can see by your tattoos, man. It's pretty obvious. And then he rolls up his sleeves and he shows me his tats, right? And I was like, oh, okay, well, in that, yes, I am a Satanist. He shook my hand. He goes, so am I. He goes, I'm actually a Thelmalite. I said, well, that's close enough. And then, like, we had like an hour and a half long conversation over a few beers, about Satanism, about everything from aliens to Crowley to Carl Jung, Nietzsche, Ayn Rand, LaVey. I mean, we actually had a really cool conversation. And and it's odd, and it brings up a thing where it's like, it's more odd. I've been called out before, but no offense, black people, but at least in America, and it's probably just a cultural thing because America is so heavily saturated with Christianity, and there's very few black occultists, is all I'm saying. I know they exist, but there's not a lot of them in America. And just to bump into one off the street randomly, it was pretty cool. Like, I got his number. We're going to hang out again soon. And yeah, it was really nice to meet somebody that I could sit down to and talk with. As a new friend, Athena, talked about, blood sorcery and rituals and stuff like that. It's nice to be able to sit down and talk to somebody without having to defend yourself, because that's usually what the conversation is you defending yourself. It's nice to sit down and just to exchange ideas. And he enlightened me in some ways, and I think I enlightened him in some ways too. So, yeah, we had a good time over a few beers, long conversation. His girlfriend started getting pissed because he was ignoring her because he was talking to me. Well, you know how that goes. But, yeah, yep. I guess that's really all I got to say about this video.